And welcome back to another episode here at the Midwest Pawn Convention. First of all, I let Seth be in charge for a little bit. Thank you, man.
That was risky. But it went well. It went well.
I was a little scared. Bring your microphone a little bit closer to your mouth.
Okay. All right.
No. Don't.
Is that better? All right.
Like right here.
Like, okay, let's get awkward.
Right there.
All right. Is that better?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Cool. So I was a little bit afraid, but you guys did awesome. Thank you for the kind words.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity.
First of all, I can't believe 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've known you for 20 years.
I know.
And we sang some epic karaoke together.
We used to be on the, the West Coast karaoke circuit. It was good.
We dropped mics all day.
I still remembered we were at Universal Studios and all these like up and coming artists, they're singing karaoke and we're over there and we're enjoying. And remember Dan Lukowitz?
Yes.
Dan Lukowitz was Lukowitz, and he just goes up and grabs the mic out of that guy that's sitting Indian style. It just starts singing terrible. It was. I mean, he's good. For him, it was great.
It was great. It was a great show.
It was amazing.
It's funny. I also remember one time we were at, I think Universal also, and I had a few drinks back in the day, and I had you and Stephen Foster behind me. And if you guys don't know Stephen Foster, he
has a presence.
He's got a big presence. And I felt invincible.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I can just walk around.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I have a huge head. Stephen Foster's head is much
So
bigger.
we've got Gina Barkin watching.
Hey, Gina.
Good morning. Raphael, who was just on. Thank you for saying kind words.
Yeah.
Raphael, appreciate you, bro. So, Seth, how long have you been in the industry, right?
Almost 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
So I met you when you were kind of new.
Yeah. You were really young.
I was.
You were really young.
I was 20. Yeah, I was 28. No, sorry. Hold on 1 second.
You were young.
Dude, I was 18.
Yeah. You were young. Yeah.
Wowza.
Yeah, you had the same amount of hair, though. I have much less.
I really tried.
Yeah. It seems like the hair is going to stay with you. That's good.
So you've been coming to shows for years.
I have.
Years and years.
Yeah.
And what can you tell people in the Pawn family who've either never been to a show or just go to a local show? Like, I'm only in California.
Like a regional.
Like the regional.
You really should venture out. Venture out. Get out of your comfort zone. You know, Yigal talks about that a lot. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're trying to learn, your home pond, all you're going to get is what's in that pond. So you've got to wander about and talk to people that are in different areas. There's certainly different ways to do things, and try to apply that in your business every day. Try to consistently do something that's different. I mean, everybody talks about, well, this is just what works. Well, and that's good. Don't stop doing what works, but try new things to figure out how to be better.
Yeah. And in 20 years, you've walked into thousands of pawn shops.
I have.
Right?
Yeah.
And what do you see is like you can tell like successful and like unsuccessful.
Well, success is judged judged by the person.
Yeah.
The guy that's got a pawn shop full of stuff covered in dust, to him that might be his success.
Yeah.
And who are we to question his serenity, right?
Love it.
We're not.
Yeah.
But for his employees, that want better, that have an iPhone and this guy's got a flip phone still, and they're like, Mr. Johnny, can we please, get rid of all this stuff that's covered in dust?
Yeah.
You owe it to them.
I love that, dude.
You owe it to them
to
do different.
You owe it to your team to do differently.
Yeah.
Not to you.
Yeah.
Because you might like what you got.
Your success is for you, but your employees' success, you want them to thrive. You want your business to thrive for your employees. And if you're stuck doing it the old way, and you've got these up and coming kids that are really wanting to be a part of their generation, try to help them.
And I also think that that's a great thing that you said, because if you're doing things the old way and one day you just want to shut it down, all right. But if you want to pass it on, sell it, do something with it, you got to kind of clean it up for the staff. And you want them to go home and think about like, man, I love working for this person.
Yeah. Or at least just be honest with them. Hey, this is just the way we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're not going to change. And so at least give them a chance to go, work for somebody that's not going to have the world pass them by.
Yeah. I love that, dude.
You know?
And I love the fact that you said like serenity, right? You just
Yeah.
said like every person's success is their own
Yeah.
success.
Yeah. There's only one person that's going to close your eyes at night.
Yeah. True that.
You
Love
know?
that, man. So what else? So been to thousands of pawn shops. Obviously Seth does insurance. He's with Union Life and
Yeah.
insurance.
Pawninsurance.com.
Yeah, pawninsurance.com. And obviously insurance is one of the most important things to have. One of the most boring to speak about.
When I was a little kid,
Uh-huh.
I just always thought, man, when I grow up, I'm going to sell insurance to pawn shop. I mean,
like a life.
I had,
a life.
yeah, I had a marker, and that red barn when you open it up and it makes a little moo sound.
Yeah.
I wrote pawn on the side. I was just from day one, I was going to be a pawn shop insurance salesman. I know I was going to be the best one ever. I just
Reach for the
it's
stars.
just, but I'm very, I'm very blessed.
Yeah,
I'm very
sure.
happy that I am.
Yeah.
If I could go back and do it any different, I would. I might have started a pawn shop 15 years ago, but I love what I do. I love, hashtag pawn family. That's I put that in everything because it's the truth.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
And for sure, like I've seen you do some stuff. Like we're friends.
Yeah.
But you've gone above and beyond for your clients as well. You go out there. What would you want to tell the hashtag pawn family, like about a quick snippet about insurance, like not to be afraid of it or mistakes that people are making? Just something quick about like something that you really wanted to get a point across,
If you don't understand the policy that you're purchasing, that's your fault.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
Like, we're here to help you. Keep asking questions. Keep asking questions.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
Yeah.
Don't try to figure out after the fact. Everybody, not everybody. A lot of people, they want to buy insurance based on a pretty stack of papers with the number.
Mm.
Well, no, that's what I'm used to paying.
Yeah.
There's so many pawnbrokers that just go with the same thing year after year. That's not with a specialized program because of the number.
Yeah.
And really.
And one of the biggest mistakes that we made as pawnbrokers was we'd get the renewal last minute. Where you're 2 days overdue or you're 5 days overdue. Not like you're uninsured, but like you've got to bind the insurance. And like we wouldn't ask questions back. And they're like, hey, man, what's going on? Hey, what about this? Hey.
Until you got with Seth.
No, but like what I'm saying is, until like, and then you'd be like, hey, bro, come on. Come on. But I think like, and whoever you go with, like, you've got to be knowledgeable. You can't just like close your eyes and hope everything's going to be okay.
Well, you come to these shows and you ask questions about diamonds.
Yeah.
Right? You come to these shows.
How to grow your palm balance.
And you ask questions about refining. Like take that moment when you meet a person and say, hey, what can you tell me about your insurance?
Yeah.
Investigate it. Investigate it. Fine. Workers' comp. A lot of the pawnbrokers, they either have one employee or they've got my 3 family members, and I don't need workers' compensation.
Yeah.
What's the Thanksgiving dinner going to be like when your one employee or your family member is permanently injured and you don't have the resources to take care of them for the rest of their life?
That's crazy.
Because you didn't want to get workers' comp.
Yeah.
That's happened, and there's no reason for it. There's too much money in the industry, and it's not for me to talk about your business as far as how much money you guys make. Yeah. But for most of you, there's enough money to pay for workers' comp, and you should have it, period.
Yeah. And we've gone through issues too, like, if you get sued by an employee, having EPLI.
Employment practices.
Right? EPLI. For me, like, whenever I talk to a business, not just a pawn shop, it's like, hey, man, how's your business? Great. You got EPLI? Like,
well, you learn the hard way.
Yeah.
You learn the hard way.
100%.
Yeah. And that's another thing is you can't force a business owner to buy the insurance that you think that they should have.
Yeah.
And that's not my job. My job is to make suggestions of, hey, Helen, my job is to make suggestions of, based on my experience, of what's happened to other businesses, what maybe they should consider.
Yeah.
Try to kind of push them down.
Yeah. And I think it's for the pawnbrokers out there, don't push the conversation. Like, it might be uncomfortable sometimes because we don't know what it's about, but
Sure.
get on the phone, call and send an email and bug. It doesn't matter. Just
Ask questions.
ask questions.
Like I led this off. I
Yeah.
said, hey, you got to ask
Yeah.
questions.
Figure it out.
If you don't understand it, ask questions.
Yeah.
Because we want you to understand. So some insurance agents, they're there to put their hand out and they want to get that check.
Yeah.
My philosophy is we're partners.
Yeah.
We're partners. There's a lot of people that I won't provide insurance to that are pawnbrokers.
Yeah.
I won't do it because I'm taking on risk. Well,
Yeah.
the company, our carrier, we're
Of course.
taking on risk.
Yeah.
So we want to have a successful, profitable partnership.
Yeah.
Hey, Martin, if there's claims, we want to be able to pay them.
Yeah.
You know, period. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, the
100%.
industry is so small. And so if you don't do a good job, people are going to find out about it.
Yeah. And I want to go back to what you said, if ever I get pulled over by a cop and I'm like, hey man, but I didn't know that it was 50 miles per hour. He's like, you should know.
There's some speed traps.
You've got to know what's going on in your shop. And I think
Absolutely.
And I think that one of the best reasons to come to shows like this and learn more is the biggest issue that we're finding in pawn shops is that the pawnbroker is so overwhelmed because they're sitting, on the front counter the whole day that they're not taking a step back to read and see and learn and ask questions.
Yeah.
And that's because they don't say like, man, let me hire somebody. Let me teach them the ropes so I can run my business as opposed to having a job.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Another thing that I like is the opportunity for the pawnbrokers to accept ideas from their staff.
Yeah,
that's huge. Because if you're overwhelmed, at least once a week or once a month, hey, do you guys have any ideas, any thoughts? And just be open to everything. It doesn't matter. Like there's no stupid question or comment.
Yeah,
because
they're the front line.
Yeah,
they're talking to the client all day long. They're on the phone with the client all day long. So if you listen to them, you might increase business.
Yeah, and it's not to say you have to do anything that they say, but just let them have a voice.
Yeah, it happened to Morris and I. We were like marketing and doing a bunch of stuff, and we didn't realize it, but we had put into like 4 marketing campaigns at the same time, right?
Okay.
Like spin the wheel, do the raffle ticket, like just like a lot of stuff.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming. Guy knocks on the door. He walks in. He's like, "Hey, boss, what's up?" He goes, "This is too much. I can't give a raffle ticket, have them sign the pawn tickets, have them spin the spinner, shoot the basketball for March Madness. Like it's too much." And so we scaled back, and we got much more out of it.
Yeah,
that's from listening to them.
Love it.
Love it. Awesome. Seth,
what are your plans next couple months?
So next couple months. So I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow.
I knew that. That's why I asked.
With my daughter. I'm excited.
You're going for her birthday.
For her birthday, yeah.
But her birthday is in July, but you're doing it early.
Yeah.
Because you're smart.
Yeah. Because I don't want the Star Wars thing to open up and then go with 80 million people to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And
Beth Anundy from Capital out of Oregon. I guess she goes there at least once a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's got like the pass?
She's yeah. And she was saying that she was on some ride overlooking the new Star Wars area.
Okay.
Literally, it's like Star Wars. Like you're in the movie. The whole area.
I'm sure.
I'm pretty excited.
So, yeah. So Morris told me that now that I go, I have to get my daughter a pin that says first time there. Mm-hmm. And that like everybody says hi to her and congratulates her.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I like Disneyland.
I haven't been in years.
I just don't like going there.
So we're going to be the cheesy family because my wife, and I'll do this with pleasure for my daughter, she went to Target, bought like Mickey Mouse shirts.
Love that.
So we'll all be wearing Mickey Mouse shirts. I'll probably have some Mickey Mouse ears that they'll misspell my name on the top. That'll happen.
Well, we were CAPA, California Pawnbrokers Association. We had a Disneyland event over there. Remember they gave everybody the Mickey Mouse ears? That was great. I still have that.
You know what I don't like about Disneyland? That there's no keychains with my name on it. There's no Yigal on the like license plates or like the.
Could you imagine that? That's a struggle for you.
It's
tough. You have big world problems.
I've never had a keychain with my name. It's always the Y. That's it. I just get like the Y.
It's like when you go out to try to open your garage door and it won't open. And you're like, my day is ruined. And there's like people like with a dirt floor, and they're eating mud. And they're
I talked about this yesterday. Gratitude.
Yeah, they're like some good mud.
So, wife and I, we on our honeymoon went to Vietnam, Cambodia, and
God.
Thailand, and it's a different world. It's a different planet, and we saw crazy poverty.
Mhm.
We actually stayed in a house. We ate. We didn't stay. We ate in a house. It was a part of the tour.
Yeah.
The family was like a family of 6. It was 2 rooms, and we just ate what they had. It was crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to ask what you ate.
It was vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although they did offer us rat.
Really?
Yeah, because in Vietnam, when everything was like bombed, they ate rat and dog, so they still eat rat
Yeah.
and dog.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if
All
I
right,
need-
guys, we can keep rambling. Love you, Seth.
Love you too, bro.
Have
Thanks.
a great day.
That's fun.
Stay tuned for a couple more lives. I'm leaving soon.
Pawninsurance.com.
Yeah, check it out. And check out the Pawn Leaders podcast. If you're not in the Pawn Leaders podcast community, I think you're missing out on one of the best Facebook groups on Facebook.
You know
I'm
what?
not in the other ones.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Yigal a plug. You should consider joining the Pawn Leaders Mastermind. You really should. That consideration can be as little as reaching out to Yigal and finding out more about it, or seriously, thinking maybe I might do it. The master class is another. I'm hearing great feedback about it. So I was just talking with Dave Disso.
Uh-huh.
It's Lisso, but we like to call him Disso.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. The Kevin Pedersen, the Pedersen boys cross country trip.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, we're both sponsors
Yes.
of that. Amazing. We should just actually start a new podcast.
So,
right? Just restart. We'll just talk about that.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
You want to do that?
Sure.
All right.
So we're going to restart really
Be right
quickly.
back.
So we'll be right back.